Katie, with you working for Minnesota Monthly Magazine, I'll ask you this question. Is Minnesota, or the Midwest for that matter, a trendsetter, or are they more followers?
Well, that's a tricky question. That's probably going to get me in trouble with somebody. I think that you're definitely going to see that the coasts are going to adopt trends sooner than we are, and they're going to be pulling them into their boutiques and wearing them on the street and making it comfortable for the rest of the country to feel like they can wear those styles. But that being said, like, I think that, again, given the proliferation, the internet and internet shopping and fashion blogging has really changed the time that elapses between when New Yorkers are wearing something and when someone in Minneapolis can get their hands on it. We have shops in town that carry things that are only carried at Barney's and Bergdorf's. And so you can still be right on the cutting edge and still shop here in this town, and you don't have to wait a season to see it. But I think when you see that sort of like critical mass of people adopting a trend like, let's say, red denim, that takes time, and now you're seeing that here, whereas you were seeing that on the coast a few months ago.
Okay. When it comes to how people dress, people seem to frequently, especially I've noticed this in the Twin Cities, look for comfort. So a lot of times we'll see people in sweats, jeans, their yoga gear. What should people really consider, besides obviously those forms of dress, as an alternative but still being able to be comfortable?
I won't lie, I love yoga pants. But I do think that you can have comfortable clothing without wearing yoga gear or other types of like sort of sporty leisure wear. I think when you think about fabric, that's what's really going to make you the most comfortable, and so dressing in layers and thinking about fabrics that are appropriate for the time of year will really be the key to that. And I personally, any jeans that have 2% lycra or spandex, they're brushed on the inside, so they nearly feel like yoga pants. And then materials like jersey, like flannel, those are soft and comfortable. They're not too conforming to your body. And I personally prefer to wear skirts and dresses because I think they're more comfortable to wear. And when you put a dress on, people think automatically that you're really pulled together, but it's really because you're wearing one piece. And you can find comfortable dresses that are cute little sundresses and that sort of thing. So you can be stylish and comfortable at the same time.
Okay. That ties in well with my next series of questions. This is my rapid fire round.
Okay.
Flats or heels for you?
For me, I'm a flats wearer. I've got flats on today, but heels when you really need to look good or you want to show off your legs.
Okay. Dresses or skirts?
I'm a skirts person more than a dresses person.
Simple or chunky jewelry?
I probably tend to go for the chunky, more is more aesthetic.
Okay, and then prints or solids?
I would say prints because I love stripes so much.
All right. How do you do research for your articles? Do you watch a lot of television shows, fashion blogs? How do you do your research for what you come up with for articles for the magazine?
I definitely read almost every magazine I can get my hands on. And then I also, I read the newspaper. I watch all the local fashion bloggers. I watch the national and worldwide bloggers. And then I'm also out and about. So when I go and I return something at a store, I'm like talking to shop owners. What's going on right now? What have you seen lately? What are you really obsessed with? And that network just sort of starts to expand, and that's pretty exciting and fun. And then I get some really fun stories just from truly old-fashioned reporting, asking a few questions.
Okay, digging below the surface, if you will. When it comes to fashion for men, and I know normally you deal with fashion for men or women, but when it comes to fashion for men, what are some current trends that you've seen that men maybe should be looking out for, being drawn to?
I'm seeing a lot of bright color for men. So things like maybe you want to update something that you wear to work. You could update your blue pinstripe button-up shirt with maybe something that's like a blue gingham that maybe has another pop of color in it. Maybe it's a blue and pink gingham, maybe it's a blue and orange gingham, or maybe you wear the blue gingham shirt with a bright orange bow tie, something like that, where you're tying in a little bit more color, a little bit more playfulness. I'm definitely seeing men taking a little bit more of a risk with their fashion lately, which is really exciting to me. They're watching, they're reading GQ, they're reading Esquire, and they're taking some of their tips, you know, rolling up their jeans a little bit or something like that. So, you know, men really tend to stick to the classics, but there are ways to update that with current trends like the bold color trend. And I think still that real natty look, you know, the natty professor look with bow ties and real smart dressing is still very in.